prepare for some beautiful spelunking in the Mystic Caverns. Would I like to learn more about this board? No, because I made the board.
I want to learn more.
Probably need to learn more.
So what you're saying is I have to click now. You're breaking my fine. I guess I'm clicking now.
Yeah, forcing you to click. Your goal in Mystic Caverns is to climb your way down to the bottom where the star space resides. You can buy as many stars as you can afford, up to the stock limit. Once all stars have been purchased, the price will change and the stars will be restocked.
I thought we said I was clicking. We've been through this. I asked permission and you denied it from me. Whatever. I'll show it up.
Just restart.
Oh. What do you mean? That was fucking. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna explain it because that's the entire reason we're here. What's up, guys? I'm the TheNerdyGinger. This is Origin. We're not done yet. We are just getting started.
Just restarting.
No, we're not. We're just gonna get right into things. Welcome to the board spotlight from Mystic Caverns. This is the final of the original Super Voxel Party boards. Not the last one we created. The last one we created for OG Voxel was KTT, which we did 2 months ago. But take a look at this absolutely fucking beautiful board. Spencer, tell me about the design of the luscious Mystic Caverns.
The whole idea behind this board was that it was supposed to be inspired by the Cleaves and Cliffs update. Oh, yeah. Way back in, 2019 or something like that? Before Mojang decided to split it into like 3 updates.
Cool. Gotta fact check that and put that in editing. Thank you.
You're welcome. But anyway, as you can see here, I kind of featured many different blocks and biomes that were in that update. So we got like the deep dark, the jungle caves, just like more general amethyst stuff and all that. But my other thing, as you can see here, is that this is our first linear board, or I should say was our first linear board. And so what that means is that all paths lead down to the same point where the star is. But one thing I wanted to make with this board, to make it kind of feel more replayable than some other linear boards in actual Mario Party, is I wanted to give players very many options that they could choose from when reaching the bottom. That sentence didn't make any sense.
That makes perfect sense to me. I mean, the fact that there's plenty of different paths and this board is actually very large as opposed to some of the other linear boards in Mario Party. Like, this is a whopping 99 spaces, just shy of 100. Like most other linear boards in Mario Party, I feel like are within like the 40 to 50 range, usually because they are just like one straight line. Unless
it's the gold Koopa thing from Super Mario Party or whatever, the first one on Switch. That thing was like 10 spaces.
We don't talk about that game. We have absolutely no inspiration from that except for the dash mushrooms and the name of the game. Ignore that. So yeah, this is a beautiful board with plenty of ways to get to the bottom. This is a stock star, as we started getting into. This is the first instance that we...
Yep, first board that actually utilized that mechanic as well.
So you can see that the stock star is always going to have 5 stars in stock, and it can be 5, 10, 20, 30, or 40 coins. That's just pretty much the default for how we configured the whole stock star thing. We got 5 stars in stock. The price is now 10. So if I have 40 coins here and I come down here, I can buy as many stars as I want, as I can afford, up to 40 coins, or however many is in stock. So if I buy this, and then so I got 4 stars, and then if I give myself some more coins again, you'll see that there's actually only 1 star in stock, which is actually kind of a fun strategy for this, and that if you don't just want to buy all the stars you can afford and then give the person the opportunity behind you to buy a whole bunch of stars, you could just buy all but 1 star so that the next time that your opponent comes down here, they can only buy 1 star.
Now, we'll kind of jump ahead a little bit too. There's also another very, very, very OP strat you can do here, but it requires you to get the stars cost 5 coins last 5 turns event, which what that does for stock stars is that'll always force it to be 5 coins, so it kind of negates the whole different price ranges.
Yeah.
But the reason why you want that is because if you have a lot of coins and an omnidirectional apple, or whatever, you can farm like 50 stars in a turn.
Like this.
If you have the spaces in coins.
Reverse mushroom. You can do this. So that's also
no, shit. Not reverse mushroom, omnidirectional.
Fuck. Well, I guess we're going over this event. Rar. He restocks the stars. Okay, so I guess We're doing shit out of order. That's gonna be one of the events that basically just restocks the star. It basically does what would have happened if you had just bought all the stars. And this is also the same thing that the Enderman item would do. So if I run function item Sweester, this will also just restock the star and re-randomize the price. With the alternative, if you did the Storm instead, or the Loyal Enderman / main, it doesn't work because
you have to use the item version.
Yep. Don't do what I just did. The point being, it would let you choose the star price in chat, while also restocking it to full. You cannot choose how many stars it stocks up to, but you can choose the price. With that, we're gonna abort the game and fix this shit. So this is what it was supposed to actually do. You can pick the star cost to 5 coins. I cannot trigger this objective yet. It's 5.
Because you must have been in creative mode.
Bonk. I did it. I demonstrated the thing. Fantastic. One of the other fun mechanics with this board is that every 5 turns there is a cave-in which blocks off some junctions. So you can see that there's some gravel blocking this junction over here. And I think there's I think I counted that there were 5 possible junctions where these can go. Basically, there's always going to be one blocked off every time that there is a cave-in. So you can see that this one's blocked off and this one's blocked off. And
the reason for that is that way you can actually progress for the board and just don't get stuck.
Again, there are plenty of paths to get through this board, and we actually started putting up some signs as far as like what the shortest and longest paths are. So the actual shortest path to possibly get to the star is going to be 23 spaces, and it's going to be heading down this way. And this, you'll have to go through 2 gravel intersections in order to get this. So if there's a gravel here, you'd have to go through here, and then gravel here, and then it basically takes you through the middle of the board right in front of the entrance again. And then just a big staircase down. That's the shortest path. Anyway, you're probably wondering how you actually get past the gravel. And that's going to be with these special shops. I sell those special shovels that can dig up gravel. I can also buy relics, which we'll get into. Rumor is that you can find relics from digging up gravel. So I'll view this shop here, and I can buy myself a trusty shovel. Use it to dig up gravel, and has a 33% chance, that's 1 out of 3, to find a relic. So you can see that there's literally the first space on the board, almost the first space on the board, you can get one of these. I definitely recommend having one of these on you at basically all times. So basically,
and this is also the first board to feature a unique item specific to this board.
So you can see that I can use the shovel to dig through the gravel. Pick a trusty shovel to use. The reason why you can pick is, there we go. So that digs one up. We didn't get a relic from that, but let's see if we can get the super item variant of this. So there is in fact a super item version of this called the Relic Shovel. It does the exact same thing. It digs up 1 piece of gravel, but it gives you it guarantees that you can find a relic. It is the exact same. It is the exact same texture. Unfortunately, it just looks a little bit shinier. So if I go over,
unfortunately, that was intentional.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So if I dig through this gravel, use my relic shovel, basically we give you the option so that you can choose whether you want to guarantee a relic or not. And that gives me +1 relic, and you can see that that is actually one of the custom UI elements on this board, is that it will show you exactly how many relics that you have. So yeah, you'll need those shovels in order to get around the board. So there's 2 potential uses for your relics. Is you can actually sell them for just a solid 10 coins right there. This is a good way to just build up some of your money in order to get more stars later on.
You could also mention too that you can only sell up to 1 relic at a time.
This is also true. You cannot bulk sell them, which is good to know.
You cannot stack up 10 and sell all 10, and there's a reason for that.
So I just gave myself 5 relics. Down here by the star space, we have this thing called the Crystal Shrine.
And don't fully trigger it yet either.
You'll get reward. Would you like to place any relics on the Crystal Shrine? There are currently 5 remaining relics to be placed. You'll get rewards for placing relics depending on how many there are left to place. So if you are the first person to, so there's 5 remaining. So that means if you're the first person to place a relic on here, you will get 25 coins. I'm going to place 1 relic on here, and I got 25 coins for that. Then if I were to, so now there's 4 remaining. So if I were to place more than 1, I could get a whole bunch of rewards at once. So if I click 3, I got the 20, 15, and 10 coin rewards. You can get a crap ton more money from this. And of course, the final reward for this is the Crystal Shrine activates. The power of the Crystal Shrine has turned all unlucky spaces into lucky spaces, and has blessed the Geode Guesser, Excavation Station, and the Underminer events with crystal power. This basically becomes a passable lucky space, which actually that's what I thought it was just a normal lucky space. I completely forgot that you buffed this.
In the original version it was, but I have since removed the item reward and replaced it with plus 2 stars option.
Yes, so let's generate me an outcome. I just got a star out of that. Freaking hell yeah.
So there's a 30% chance to get a star of some kind, and then there's a 60% or yes, 70% chance to get coins.
Exactly. So this becomes basically a passable lucky space for 5 or more turns.
And
for 5
once
turns.
again, if you have a omnidirectional apple here, when this is active, you can make bang.
Yeah. So basically doing this. If you have an omnidirectional
apple
apple
for 5 turns, as it said in chat,
and this affects everybody on the board. The other things that, well, you're probably wondering how else you get relics. You mentioned like basically some of the other events on this board. This is also the first board that we created that has passable events, and these are primarily used in order to get
little mini games.
In order to get other relics. So like we have this guy here with Geode Guesser. Welcome to Geode Guesser. The crystals compel me to make this easier for you, so I'll remove a gold geode from play.
So before the crystal shrine is activated, you have to pick one of 3 geodes. Only one of them contains the relic. But when the crystal shrine is active, you now only have to pick 2. So it goes from a 33% chance to a 50% chance.
And I still got it wrong. Boo-hoo. This is in fact a free event though, so there's no reason
all the
not to do it.
passable events here are free, other than technically the relic shrine, I guess.
Yeah, so this one you can see that it had the amethyst in it, so that's how you would end up getting relics. So the other event that you can get some relics at, Excavator Edward, welcome to Excavation Station. Looks like the special shovel appeared when the crystals did, so you can use it. It'll let you dig 16 gravel. Hidden under the gravel is a relic. If you can find it, you get to keep it. I think the original.
So the way this works is without the crystal shrine or relic shrine, it lets you dig 8. So you have and there's only 1 relic in here, and there's 25 possible spots. So you have an 8 out of 25 chance to get it. And with the relic shrine active, you have 16 digs. So you have a 16 out of 25 chance to get it. So technically it's slightly higher than 50% chance. So if you want to have a better chance to get a relic, go here instead of the geode.
Yeah, sometimes we just pick other paths just for the sake of it, and also look, secret. If you know, you know.
It's in the corner. You can, if you have a friend that wants to cheat for you, you can go inside and look for the armor stand.
Which corner? This corner. Fantastic! I am a dwarf and I'm digging. Oh, you found the relic. Fantastic. Thank you very much, good sir.
Now, there's another guy who doesn't necessarily give you relics, but he's very good. He is a very interesting mechanic.
Yes, I am
a huge power play.
I am the Underminer. Give me 2 stars and I will rob any player of your choice, taking all of their coins. The crystals have granted me the power to give you a 75% cut of what I steal. So
before the crystal shrine, he'll steal 50, or he'll steal all but give you 50%. With the relic shrine, he'll steal all and give you 75%.
Now you might be wondering, why in the blue hell would you give up stars in order to take somebody's coins? Well, let me take a second and set up a nice scenario for you. So I've set up a nice little scenario for you where I've got 5 stars, Spencer's got 0, and you'll also notice that the stars cost 5 coins right now. So Spencer could absolutely buy a crap ton of stars and tie a lead with me. But if I were to use this Underminer here, I could say, you know what? Steal from Origin, steal all of his coins so he can no longer buy any stars. Again, the fact that you can buy multiple stars at once actually kind of makes this worth it in some scenarios, especially if the stars are cheap. It's like if you're just gonna...
Yeah, so in this case, you sacrifice 2 stars to gain 175 coins. With that 175 coins, even if the stars were worth 40 coins, which is the max, you can still buy 4 of them and get plus 2 stars out of the deal.
Yeah, so like it's a good chance that you can make a profit off of this, buy more stars than you could have in the first place, like,
and screw someone over.
Like especially if you're like coming into the Underminer and you've already got like some crazy movement items or something, it's like, okay, spend those 2 stars and then next turn zoom all the way down to the bottom and get a bunch of stars anyway while preventing somebody else from tying your lead. Again, it is very situational, but I would not just scoff at the fact that you're giving up 2 stars. you will get very high scores in this game, even on shorter games usually.
And one other thing to mention about the Crystal Shrine, I didn't really point it out, but when it becomes active, you'll just see all these little ice crystals appear at the various different events that they affect, and one in the giant area of the board in the middle.
I actually didn't notice. Is it the whole pink thing, or is it just the smaller crystals on top of it?
No, the whole pink thing shows up at all these locations.
I never actually noticed that. Maybe we'll see it deactivate as part of this one.
And then it will, yeah. And then one other thing I forgot to mention too about the branching paths and whatnot is that many of the branching paths kind of offer different spaces and shops and whatnot.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It kind of offers variety. Like you gotta okay, do I want to go to this place to get an item shop, or do I want to just go this way because it's the shortest path of the star?
Yeah, because like we got an equipment space out this way. You got the events out this way. We got some Axolotl events down here in the first item shop. Like, it's not always just about going fast.
Yeah, and we talked about it earlier too, but the shortest path of the star is 23 spaces, but there's like literally nothing on it. There's like one equipment shop, or one shovel shop, and like an unlucky, or
there is chance time.
And a chance time, and that's it. So you're not going to get any items or item shops or things like that.
Yeah, you're basically just getting the relic shop in order to prepare for your next trip down, since at this point you're past all of the junctions anyway. Next up, we'll go into some of the normal events, and also just an FYI that even if there are gravels blocking your path, you can use these reverse mushroom shines to click your way through them. The first event here, there's going to be two occurrences of this space, where the Axolotl goes, gloop, gloop, glub, glub, take my blessing, it will grant you +2 coins for every space you move on your next turn. So this usually ends up being one of my favorite paths to go to, just because it's a good way to make a good chunk of money. There's a lucky space down this way, another instance of the Axolotl space, also right before an item shop.
And it's my favorite looking part of the cave.
It is goddamn pretty in here. That is also absolutely a reason to go down here.
Yeah, I went all out on at least this section.
What up, honeydew? But give us some
items.
As
you can see there's two, like you just mentioned, there's two of these Axolotl spaces, and it gives you +2 coins. So it's kind of like a mini bottle of honey, but the catch is you can stack items with it, unlike the bottle of honey.
Absolutely. So that means you could stack another bottle of honey and get 5 coins of space. You could stack it with a golden dash and get a bunch of spaces.
You could stack it with a pentagrape or pentaberries, get 50, and then you'll get 100 coins in a turn.
Yep. So
for literally just moving.
Absolutely. So yeah, absolutely. You can basically use that to build up your money for this item shop over here, or if you've already got some items, absolutely stack that and make goddamn bank.
So I'm gonna go into the snowy area myself, because we don't need to see the other Axolotl. It literally does the same thing.
Spencer, I'm scared for you, man.
Why are you scared?
I feel like something's about to happen. There's a giant ominous hole up here.
Is there gonna be like a meteor that falls out of the hole in here? Is that what the hole exists?
I think so.
Well, let's see.
Oh, the other thing. The goat launched you up to the crystal's heart. You know what? I kind of just want to run over there and join you, bruh. Oh, look at that. I'm getting 2 coins. Spencer went up there. I don't know where he went. I want to go see him. So, Mr. Goatman, please yeet me too. Ah! God, the freaking screaming goat sounds, bro. So
this event was changed from the original Voxel Party. Previously, when you hit that goat, it just sent you back to start. But now it sends you to this all-new shortcut path that you can only get to via the goat event.
Absolutely.
And it's got a couple of lucky space. I guess it only has the one lucky, but it has a special relic event up here, which is literally a 50-50 chance to get a relic or lose a relic. And some of you longtime Minecraft players might know that this is a reference to a really old Minecraft map called the Temple of Notch or something like that.
Exactly.
Oh, he cries. He takes a relic from me.
He basically has a 50-50 chance to either give you a relic or take a relic, as well as
I like how when he gives you a relic, his eyes just get shoved out.
Exactly.
It just is so dumb, but...
When I counted this out, I'm actually not entirely sure. I think it's either 1 space longer or exactly as long as the default shortest path if you had gone through like those 2 gravel sections that we had initially mentioned. Obviously you can't do this in one shot. You have to land on that event space first, so it will take you at least 2 turns to get to the star going this way, but this does make it significantly shorter from the route what the route would have been. And one of the
And then
lucky
at the
spaces
end
up
of the
here.
path, you get to drop out of the sky into the very bottom of the cave. So that's kind of fun. You get to break your legs.
And I get to see the what are these things called again? The freaking Warden.
The skulk sensors.
Skulk sensors. I got to see them from the distance, and it looked kind of cool when you came down.
Maybe here we go. Maybe I should have added these to the board.
Well, that's terrifying.
Skulk shriekers. Honestly, I should have added those in here.
I have
I don't know why I didn't.
Because it's not supposed to be scary. This is supposed to be the thing with absolutely no danger in it whatsoever. If you're listening to the theme song for this, it's supposed to be all happy-go-lucky.
Anyway, now that I'm back down here, I'm gonna go to good old parkour man.
TP
and fail at
origin
parkour. Oh wait, I have 90 spaces. Let me get rid of that.
There we go. Yeah, get that done.
All right,
get
we got crazy Miner Mo. Welcome to the Crystal Climb. Make it halfway up and get one relic. And if you make it to the top, you'll get a second relic. The catch? You only get one try, and if you fall, you lose coins based on how far up you were. Sounds fun.
I gotta give you some coins first. Origin MC.
Once you start, if you fall, touch the yellow gemstone, or run out of time, you'll lose coins based on how far you made it up.
Give it a start.
I'm pretty bad at this, but let's see if I can do it.
I bet you can do it legit. Let's see.
It's usually these corner jumps that get you.
Yeah, so the first jump, you're guaranteed a relic that will not get taken away from you once you get that relic. And he actually managed to do it legit.
Try.
You managed to reach the top and claim both relics.
You reached the top and claimed both relics.
Now just watch
now
me.
You should go to it and show what happens if you're bad at parkour.
I will probably just, I'm gonna try, I'm gonna try this legit, but I probably will just fail legit. All right, let's do this. Run out of time space to how far you made it. I forget if you lose more coins the higher you get or the lower you are.
Pretty sure you do.
So if you mess up later, you get punished harder.
Yeah.
Ah!
It's basically 1 coin for each jump, unless you just do nothing. So if I were to go back here and do nothing, I think I lose the full 12 coins. Like if I were to just stay here and set the timer to 0.
I got it. So that's the full 12. So,
yeah.
So wait,
if you literally do nothing, you just lose the full 12 coins.
Damn it. Okay, well that's a better way to confirm it. So I failed very early and I only lost a few coins. So if you do fuck up, you will lose some coins, but a good chance that you have already gotten a relic by then. So there you go.
To be fair, you lose only a max of 12 coins, but if you were to lose those 12 coins, you get a relic. So chances are you're gonna get your money back anyway. So
unless you just stood
not really
there
that big of a deal.
Unless you just stood there and ran out of time. Exactly. I think you should get smooshed first.
Well, I'm not gonna get smooshed because I have good luck. I am lucky. See? Told you.
Looks like you lucked out. Well, why don't you spam it? Spam it. Keep spamming it.
I'm goated. I'm lucky.
Oh my god, he got impaled and lost 13 coins. Jesus.
I believe it's a 1 in 3 chance for that to happen.
Correction. 1 out of 4. I checked it in the code. It is a 1 out of 4 chance that you will just lose some coins. And
I believe you lose 1 to 15.
That is correct. It's a 1 out of 4 chance to lose 1 to 15 coins, and most of the paths through the board do lead to there, except for, I think all except that shortest path that we mentioned eventually lead through these lava caves, so you will eventually get hit by that. So you could lose some coins that could potentially be enough to cost you a star.
Because you can also, coming out of the lush cave area, go to the right back towards the shortest path as well and avoid it. So there's one other way to avoid it.
Oh, you're right. So you come through the cave and then you head off to the right here.
What if I don't want to get impaled by the spiky thing in the ceiling? You just gotta land in one of 2 green events.
You found a hard hat.
This event gives you a hard hat and a relic. And the hard hats, well, they protect you from the spiky thing.
Yeah, it's pretty darn simple. And it's not even an item that shows up. There's 2 of the spaces and one of them's just right here on the other. Basically the other path. There's 2 paths going into this little lava cave, so I can get one here. It's a guaranteed relic plus the hard hat, and that will basically, if you were to go to the event again.
Well, you're gonna need some space. I gotta get some spaces.
I got you.
And just like Mine Metal, how it has the VIP pass, the hard hat works in the exact same way in that it's not a physical item. It'll automatically be consumed when you come here. And now, the one thing that's a little funny to notice is that whenever you have the hard hat, this thing will always hit you, but your hard hat will protect you, so nothing happens.
And it is one-time use. It just breaks and goes away, so it will not.
Yep. So now it's gone.
Next time.
So now, if I go through here, Oh, look.
You actually did manage to get hit.
And now we'll see the Crystal Shrine deactivate. The Crystal Shrine's power is diminished, and now all the big crystals are gone, and the events have returned to normal.
Perfect timing for everything. Like, I think if I were to go over to the Underminer where I noticed it, yep, that big gold crystal is gone. And since we did actually go over this beautiful Warden event early on accidentally, that is the last event for this board. This is Mystic Caverns. It is a very fun board.
Originally the most complex board, but as you'll see with Dry Desert, it is nothing compared to that.
Or as you probably already would have seen. I think the way I'm doing it, as I'm Dry Desert, it's going to come out before this, but we're recording this one because it can be just you and me. We will get Curb in for the Dry Desert. So if I'm doing this in the right order, the next board spotlight will be the last one, where we will be doing Corrupted Void, this giant ass board with actual lore and kind of story in it. And it's freaking huge and designed by Mr. Almost at Dark Brian John Glacius. And it will be freaking sweet. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like on this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. We're almost done with this series. We will get this done before the end of the year, which is pretty sweet. Peace out, y'all.